Welcome Capricorn to your in-depth weekly forecast for week commencing the 24th of June for the Ascendant, the Sun or the Moon. On the screen now I'm showing your event chart right at the start of the week, and the big news for you is that your ruler Saturn is going to be slamming on the brakes as this week draws to a close for 5 months through to the middle of November. But remember, Saturn is in your third house, so that's very much to do with how we think, how we interact with people on a daily basis, can be to do with our belief systems, can be to do with quick movements, but also what we write, our ideas. Saturn, of course, can be limiting, but it also can bring a lot of discipline, which you often have in spades. And this week, Saturn is going to be forging a very constructive link to Mercury, the planet of communication, in your sector of relationships. So if you do need to forge an agreement, have a meeting, listen to what somebody has to say, you can be attentive, you can be steady, and they are going to, I feel, forge a very good impression of you. But of course, the full moon in your sign last week, the first of two, this one, the strawberry moon, was flagging up to you where you might not be so happy about certain relationships. But the collective of energy, including Venus in your opposite sign, suggests that even if there is something you feel that you would like to change, your listening skills and diplomacy will be very important to make progress. Also, Mars is giving you a lot of extra dynamism at the present time and a lot of extra sex appeal, if I could be so honest. And Mars forges a brilliant link with Venus, which peaks on Saturday. So if there is someone you're drawn to and you're chatting up, this is a very good portent. But at the start of the week, as the moon moves out of your sign, it does connect to Pluto. If there's a financial issue, which you see in very different ways to someone you're connecting with, whether it's a colleague, whether it's a financial loan you're trying to get, if there's a slight disagreement there, you do need to try and stay a little cool to unlock the solution. Actually, the two planets of fortune are well aligned at the start of the week, Jupiter and Venus. That's good for you too. And also, as Mercury connects to Uranus, very different energies to your ruler Saturn, later in the week, it may be that you're going to see something in a very fresh way or come up with a brainwave, which actually can be terrific. And I feel that generally people are going to be receptive to you this week. You may just have to be a little bit patient if they don't immediately come back to you in quite the way you want. But as the week draws to a close, Black Moon Lilith does move into a powerful part of your situation. Libra is very much the host through to next March, about balance of course, but it's also about relating. And I think who holds the power in an existing relationship is going to be an interesting theme. But if you are looking for a tie, don't be surprised if it does come through your work or a worldly interaction. But with Saturn going retrograde as the week draws to a close, if you are thinking about a new mode of transport or perhaps some new technology or training to learn new skills, remember it's your usual cautious, patient, applied approach gives you a lot of information to make the best of decisions. Don't see Saturn retrograde as an automatically bad thing. So this week, generally, if you're open to it, can see lots of opportunities to connect to different types of people in a very productive way. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a great week. If you've yet to subscribe to my channel, please do so now.